Welcome to the lounge, all my fellow loungers, chillers, ballers, and grillers, and gamers. Today is Chillin and Grillin, and I got a special guest today. This is my friend Joe, who we've known each other for
21-ish years, 21, 22 years.
Yeah, it's been around that, but it's been a long time. I know that.
Long time.
We actually met a long time ago from church, and we actually were co-leaders on a guy's ministry. That it was a young guy's ministry.
Yep.
It was like from 15 to.
I was younger than that, 12. I was 12 to like 16.
12 to 16. I don't remember.
It was a long time ago.
But we did a lot of stuff. I remember going to. Matter of fact, you got a hockey thing on. We went to a hockey game.
Fans game. Yeah.
That was awesome.
We talk about that another day.
We're going to talk about this for an hour right now.
Right.
Anyway, today's menu we have cheesesteaks, and Joe actually knows all about cheesesteaks because.
I worked at a deli, not because I'm overweight, it's because I worked at a deli.
Worked at a deli.
I like to eat cheesesteaks as well.
Matter of fact, I used to go there frequently, and you would make it.
That's it, right down the road.
And put too much pepper on it.
One
Right?
time, guys. One time I put too much pepper. Mm-hmm. Never heard the end.
Was it on purpose? We don't know. Jury's still out. Maybe someday he'll fess up. Not really sure. Anyway, grab yourself something cold to drink. Put your feet up and relax. We're going to get started. To start off the cheesesteaks, what we're going to need here is potatoes. I have 6 of them. An onion, which is a red onion, as you can see. Can you see red? I have tomatoes, lettuce, pepper, salt, or salt, pepper.
Sorry, it was funny when you did.
We've also got oregano, as you can see.
Yeah, just keep on going.
We have some butter and some seasoned salt. Old Bay. Not everybody likes Old Bay on this, but I do. We have some fresh rolls. We have American cheese. Now, this American cheese is Dietz and Watson. If you can get a hold of Dietz and Watson, then go ahead and
Go ahead.
Go ahead and get that. And lastly, we've got
The sirloin tip.
yes.
We have steak.
Frozen
steak. Don't get steakums. Steakums is a mistake. That tastes like shit. Don't get that.
Mistakes.
Steak. Yeah, mistakeums. It really does. They're terrible. They're not good for you either.
Quality.
But these are really good. So if you can get them, good. If not, hey, make yourself some type of like beef tenderloin or something. Cut it up, and that would be absolutely delicious. Yeah. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is peel the potatoes and get the onion, and we're going to get that started. All right. So cut it like this, like.
I don't understand what that means. I'm just gonna cut it.
If I show you the whole thing, then I'm actually cutting it then, right?
I'm just gonna cut it down. Oh, it stinks. I'm just gonna cut it like this?
No. That's
show me, do one thing.
Alright.
Show me one.
I cut it like this, right?
Right.
And then I'll cut it like that, and then continue to do that to get it to real thin slices.
And you want just the long rings.
Yeah.
Got you. I got you. I got it.
You got that?
Why don't you put
want
some
a wet paper towel in there so it doesn't slide around?
I should be good.
You
I don't
sure?
want to cut myself, so be careful.
Right. I'll peel the potatoes. Oh, you know what? I need to get a bowl. You're in the way.
Let me just get out of the way. Excuse me, Tom. It's the first time I've seen under the cabinets in a Grillin and Chillin video. It's pretty.
That is true. That's like top secret shit right there.
Right here. This is a big day.
They actually didn't get to see that much of it.
See, I kept it hidden. It's still a mystery.
You don't want to see behind the great curtain of Oz.
You better film him because I think he's probably going to screw up over there. He might actually cut his finger.
Wait, wouldn't that be a great video?
Look, he actually hit his jugular. He hit an artery. It spurred out.
You gotta be on this side so I can actually see.
I said jugular, like you're going to slice it.
Slice my throat?
How stupid was that?
Well, obviously my dad wasn't your health teacher.
No, your dad... you know, it's funny. Tom, put the camera on me for a second. His dad was actually my teacher when I went to high school. I had him for social studies, I had him for English, and I had him as a basketball coach. And I hated him. But that's another story. We're not going to bring that up.
Yeah, and that was back then.
But I love his dad, actually. His dad is a great guy.
It's a love-hate relationship.
Yep. That's what it's, you know, how often does that happen in life, Joe? Right?
It all depends. I guess around here probably a lot.
You gotta put like water on your potatoes though, because if you don't, they're gonna start turning brown.
Really?
While you're peeling them, yeah.
No, I did not know that.
I'm making that shit up, but no, seriously. They'll turn really brown if you just let them sit out in the air.
Oh, I almost just cut my finger.
No, for real?
Yeah, I hit my fingernail, so I'm good. But
so is there blood in our onion now?
no, our onion's good, and if there was blood, we'd be okay because there's a whole other half.
And you can actually, Joe, if you want, in the frying pan on the left, put about half of that stick of butter in there. Yeah. Start those onions up.
Yes, sir. It's hotel butter.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No. Butter's butter. I mean.
Exactly.
One time I got unsalted butter.
Ugh.
Yeah, it was a big mistake.
Yeah. Unsalted butter is not good. Oh, are you filming me peeling?
Yeah, why not?
What heat do you want this on, Larry?
I would say that you want to put it on the medium.
Yes, sir. Good old gas heat.
You know, it's funny because everybody's like, what are they making? Are they making French fries?
It's a surprise.
It's a surprise. We're not going to tell you what exactly it is. This is just a different way to make cheesesteaks. And Joe was saying it earlier off camera, and I just wanted to mention it now, that cheesesteaks actually is very popular in our area, in the Philly area too. Yeah, if you ever heard of
Philly area.
yeah, Philly cheesesteaks. Yeah, they make them different though.
They're, you know, they have this Pats and Geno's, and it's whiz with, and
yeah,
give me American cheese, no whiz.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the orange cheese. You know, the cheese whiz stuff. I mean, it's not bad.
It's not bad, but comparably speaking, I have.
Now, did you ever have Chicky and Pete's?
Cheesesteaks, no. They're crab fries I eat a lot.
Oh, that's what I was going to ask you. Crab fries.
Like American cheese sauce on the side. Now that on cheesesteaks
awesome.
would be awesome.
If anybody in here ever has gotten a chance to have crab fries from Chicky and Pete's, which I don't know how far they go, really, Chicky and Pete's.
I think they're local.
But if you get a chance, man, they are the most delicious things ever. I only go to watch the baseball game, the Phillies games, just to get those fries, because I could care less, but the Phillies suck. All right, Joe, so you're going to shred these for me?
I'm going to try and shred these potatoes. I'm just kidding. I'll do it.
Grab a potato.
And shred it.
And please do me a favor and don't cut yourself, because we don't want blood.
Don't cut yourself.
Yeah, don't cut yourself, because we don't want any blood in our potatoes. All right?
It's not good.
And
not good.
We're actually going to put I'm going to have to get another bowl out so you can put them in a bowl, right?
Yep. I'm shredding potatoes.
And then put them in a bowl, right? And fill the bowl up with water after the first one.
Because they get brown.
Not just that, but we're also trying to get the starch out of them.
Oh, see? That's good. That's good. I wouldn't even think of that.
Joe, turn the flame off?
I told him on low.
Oh, you did. Oh, you literally went right to low. No, that's all right.
You know, when you say low or medium.
No, that's good. I mean, you were literal, though. You were like right on that.
I tried.
All right, so which beer is yours?
The one that is empty. That's not mine.
How you making out?
Good.
All right.
Now, you want to cover the potatoes in water?
Excuse me?
You want to cover the potatoes in water?
Yes.
Okay.
And in the meantime, I'll cut up the lettuce and the tomato, because you might be all day doing that.
Yes, knowing how I was on the onions, more than likely I would be all day.
What do you actually like on your? Do you like hot peppers on your?
My cheesesteak, it all depends on my mood. Sometimes I'm a cheese, meat, and ketchup guy. Sometimes I'm a fried onions guy and peppers. I like the banana peppers now, not like jalapenos.
Okay.
On my cheesesteaks. It all depends on the mood.
I love hot peppers. I mean, I love them.
I like hot peppers.
But the problem is that I'm not going to talk about that. I don't like the next day, is what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
And sometimes at night, it all depends on how it hits you.
Yeah. So anyway, you're going to cut up your slices of tomato like this, guys. These are really not very good tomatoes, and one of the reasons why is because it's winter time right now, and winter time it's really hard. You know, what's one of the best things about Jersey? Jersey tomatoes.
Tomatoes and corn.
Yeah. And a lot of people don't understand that. And I know that other states say that but our tomatoes do not taste like other people's tomatoes.
No, and the corn the same way. And we're called a garden state for the reason.
Right.
Called the garden state.
Even though we should be called the trash state because, no, seriously, did you ever go down the road and see how much trash is on the side of the road?
We live by a dump.
Well, that is true too.
Some people don't know what a dump is. It's where you go to bring your trash.
Yeah. We don't have trash. Well, actually, you can get trash pickup, but you got to pay for it here. We get, we actually have a dump to take our trash to.
Yeah, it's cooking cheesesteaks and talking about garbage.
Yeah, why are we doing that?
Yeah,
I need to get to onions, Tom. You're in my way.
Well, then I'll move.
Now, some people are good and can flip these onions in the air. Can you do that in the pan?
No, not anymore. Maybe in my younger years.
I can. And when I did it, Tom filmed me and I got the shit all over the place.
Well, you should try it again, man.
Every time he feels something successful, the camera's never on.
Well, let's try
Camera's on right now.
Look at that.
There you go.
There you go.
Look at that.
Not
You
going
can
to do
do
it again because I'll screw it all up.
Look at that.
Still
potatoes.
Is that the six potatoes?
It is now. There's the 5th.
Oh, alright. You're making progress.
Obviously not as fast as you'd like me to go, but I'm trying.
No, that's alright. You got plenty of time. At least a minute.
Yeah, at least 35 seconds.
I'm going to leave the lettuce over here for you to do, though, because that'll be your next job, alright?
Yep, I'm on there on purpose.
Anyway, if you can't flip the onions like that, which that's twice I did it, but that wasn't even that good. But you can always just use a, spatula to move them around and everything. And anyway, and with the onions, that's up to you how many onions you want in yours. Some people love a lot of onions on their cheesesteaks.
It's really good.
It is. Fried onions.
Fried onions on cheesesteaks, they're always as good as fried onions on pierogies. It's a whole nother day to talk about that.
Yeah, that's a whole nother chillin' and grillin'. So let's stick to the topic, alright?
Yeah.
Anyway, for right now, we're gonna do that. I'm gonna let Joe cut the lettuce up, which I like my lettuce stringy. Some people like the big giant leaves. I like it
as long as
stringy.
it's fresh, you go to fresh iceberg lettuce, doesn't matter how it's cut. It still tastes delicious.
Yeah. I like it stringy, so that's how we're gonna do it,
That's
alright?
how we're doing it. It's your kitchen.
That's right. It's right there. See, it proves it right here.
Your kitchen. Just
There it is,
sign
right
says
there.
it.
That makes it my kitchen.
The sign says it. It's true. I'm gonna replace that sign with Joe's kitchen tomorrow.
What?
See what happens.
Anyway, what we're gonna do is we're gonna cook these onions, and you'll have to wait for the next step. But Joe did a really good job with the potatoes. There's a lot more than what we'll probably need, but what you're going to do now is fill this up with water. Okay. As soon as you get enough water in there, right, mix them up in there like this, and that water is going to get really cloudy. What we're doing right now is we're trying to get the starch actually out of the potatoes. And as you can see now, these potatoes are not going to be French fries or potato chips. These are actually going to be something else. So now I'm going to drain the water out of here. I'm using my hand. You can use whatever you want. I really don't care. You're going to do this 3 times. This amount of potatoes, I might even do it 4 times. I'm going to see what the water looks like. The clearer it gets, the more starch that is actually coming out of this. So I'm going to fill them up all over again and do it again and again and again. I'll show you on the last one when it starts to get clear.
Half lettuce and head cakes enough, or you need the full thing? I mean, it's a lot. There's some on the plate with tomatoes too. Just do it all.
No, I think that's probably enough.
You got any saran wrap? I can wrap it up for you.
Yeah. Here, why don't you just put it in a Ziploc?
I'll put it in the bag. Way easier.
Way easier. As you can see, I didn't even mention at the beginning, Joe also drinks Corona too.
It is true.
So, he's been a little, it's been empty for the last 20 minutes, but he drinks Corona too.
I do. I'll get another one. Here, just one moment.
As for Tom, he does not. But Tom is underage. And
I am definitely not underage. I'm under Larry's age.
yeah,
Uncle Larry's
just by a couple years.
like 30.
Hey, you guys should guess how old Joe actually is. 45.
I'm not 45.
What?
My hairline might be 45, but this lovely hat covering it up.
That's why we wear hats. That's why God made hats. Because he knew he was going to make us bald.
Right? It's a nice bottle opener you got right here.
Which one?
Corona flip-flop one?
Isn't that nice? Somebody gave... Tom,
Yeah, I'm good.
remember that's the one that we got from, I think it was Tiffany.
Works well. I like
It is.
it.
I like it too.
It's got the beach theme going for it.
Yep. And we need that right now because you know why? It's freaking winter and it's cold.
Finally got cold.
We need finally.
I mean, as far as December goes, it's been
Why, you
warm.
like it cold?
No. I like
I
it
was gonna say,
cold.
now you gotta go.
I like it cold for Christmas,
Yeah, I know.
and then that's it. I wanted to be
Yeah.
ready to go
But it
fishing
didn't
and
work out like that this year.
cooking. I said, no, it's warm for Christmas, and now it's cold.
Mm-hmm.
We still have 2 more months left.
2 more months.
Maybe 3.
No, I think March will be the turning point.
I hope. Sometimes March can be really cold, but, or March, depending on how you want to.
In like a lion, out like a lamb. That's the saying. Anyway, as you can see, the water's not as cloudy this time. Joe's laughing in the background.
Sorry.
Anyway, the water's not as cloudy, but it still is cloudy. So I'm going to actually do this one more time after this. And if you guys don't realize that my hand is freaking freezing right now because this water is really cold. Isn't it amazing that the water that comes out of the ground is so freaking cold?
It could be your hands are that sensitive.
No,
Dainty.
I have manly hands.
Not today, you don't. I'm just kidding.
That's because this water's really cold. Now, I'm telling you, Joe is a really good guy, despite of him picking on me right now.
I'm sorry. It's just that's what we do, right? It's kind
That's
of
it.
second nature.
Well, that's what guys do in general,
It's all
right?
good fun. Yeah.
Actually, and it's funny because Joe actually has a brother. Well, actually, you have 2 brothers.
2 older brothers.
Two
yeah.
brothers, and he has an uncle. Actually, a couple uncles. We've all played softball together.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like I know Joe's whole family.
Other than my middle brother. Maybe.
Yeah, because he joined the military,
Yeah.
and he wasn't in church at that time because he was in the military and everything. Is he out now?
Yeah. He's been out for like in the Air Force for 8 years, I believe. 9, 10. He went back in whenever he went down. It's about 10 years.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, it's great. He served his country, and
Oh yeah.
he lives in Delaware.
It's like I tell everybody, they're the true heroes.
They sacrifice everything. Not only them, but their families that are at home too. The kids, the wives, or the husbands, whoever's at home. It's a lot to deal with. They're leaving.
All right, now as you can see, now you can show this, Tom, the water. You can see it's a lot clearer now. So that's
Don't
my
focus.
that's
With
my
your hand in the way, it
Oh,
doesn't
sorry.
focus well.
There, I'll move it.
Dainty hand.
As you can see, it's not as cloudy, Joe.
Sorry.
It's not as cloudy, so it's actually, this will be the last time that I actually do this. And how's them onions coming over
They're
there?
good.
All right.
Are
they about
halfway cooked? Yeah.
Okay. Now we might not be able to put all these potatoes in there. There's a lot of potatoes. I think we should have just stayed with 5.
I think yeah, but saving
Maybe
one.
4.
I mean, what good would saving 1 potato do?
No, not good at all.
You cook 1 potato for yourself for breakfast.
Right. Now, no.
It's a lot of work.
Now, what we're going to do is we're going to need paper towels, and we're going to be drying these off because you don't want all this water in there. Because we don't want them mushy potatoes.
Can we lay it out like this?
Yeah. You're
All
a
the
little
water?
greedy there, aren't you? I mean, I'm not
Well,
greedy. I mean, you're a little. I mean,
Stingy? The opposite of
with it.
cringy is.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I want the paper towels aren't the cheapest.
I mean, we're going to need a lot of paper towels.
I've never done this before, so this is.
This is every Chillin and Grillin. I've had to replace paper towels every
I
single.
bet. Yeah, paper towels at our house are a hot commodity.
They are, and I use so many of them. So, all right, so we're gonna go like this now. We're gonna dump these potatoes on here, and spread them out so they kind of dry. Let that paper towel soak it up, and then
You put on top.
exactly. And we're gonna be dry paper towels, dry. Anyway, you want to get these padded dry. You might have to actually like set up a couple We don't need this water here anymore. Man, that's a mess in the sink. Joe, you gotta clean all that shit
Yes,
up.
I have a little cleaning to do, but I was dishwasher for years, so it's all
Good, because I hate doing dishes. Hence the dishwasher.
and why you cook.
Yes.
Those who cook should not have to do dishes. It should be.
You know, you got a good point there, Tom. Those who cook should not have to do dishes, so those who don't cook.
We have a dishwasher. And I still put the dishes away from the dishwasher anyway.
Alright, that's enough.
He does his share.
So anyway.
Trying to make it sound like I'm lazier than I am.
Then you are. You're the one that just threw that in. Actually, Tom is not that lazy of a kid. Oh, you don't have the camera on me. Damn. Tom's not that lazy. He does a lot of stuff around the house. He does, actually. You do a little bit.
Yeah.
I went from a lot to a little bit. Did you notice?
Real quick.
I do stuff.
Yes, you do. We patted them dry. Now we're gonna add them to our onions. Them onions ain't halfway done.
Well, I mean, how do you mean halfway done? They're halfway translucent.
You think they are?
Obviously not anymore. I was pretty confident with it before you saw them. Not even close?
Yeah, they're not that bad, Joe. You did alright.
Just alright.
Anyway, take the potatoes. That's a lot of potatoes, right?
A lot of potatoes.
Oops. All over the floor. We're gonna, oops, all over the stove. Oops. We need a bigger pan. Tom, why are you zooming in on that? I saw you. As soon as it went over the side of the pan, you went right over to it.
I panned to it, not zoom.
I saw it. Anyway, so now what we want to do is we're going to take, Joe.
Yes, sir.
We're going to take some. You want to do this or you want me to?
You can do it. I can do it. I'll just clean up a little bit.
All right, I'll do it. We're going to take seasoned salt, right? Don't get carried away, right? Just a little bit of seasoned salt on there, and we're going to mix them up. Seasoned salt is very salty.
Yes.
So we don't need a whole ton of that on there. Mix that all up there. You might have to put a little bit more. This is a lot of potatoes.
A lot of potatoes.
A lot of potatoes, but you know what? It actually cooks down.
And you get the flavor of the onions throughout the whole potato. The good thing about potatoes, they absorb flavor really well.
Oh yeah.
So even there's a lot of potatoes, not as many onions, you'll get the flavor throughout.
That's one of the things. I love potatoes, man. And it doesn't matter what
kind?
which way. Yeah.
Mashed, baked, shredded, or fried.
Just like I said, be real careful how much you put of this on, because if you make it, you can never take it out. You can always add it, but you can never take it out. So you got that. Now, this is what I like, but I'm not going to ruin it for everybody else. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sprinkle it on mine when I put it actually on my cheesesteak.
On the side, yeah.
Do you like Old Bay?
I do like Old Bay. I never had it on a cheesesteak.
All right, so we'll sprinkle a little bit on yours too. I know that Tom doesn't want any on his, so we will keep it separate.
It's not going to ruin it for me.
Right, okay. So that's what we'll do with it though. We won't. This is going to take a little while to cook because we got a lot of potatoes in here for the fourth time. I think I said that.
That's we're going to need a bigger pan.
Yeah.
Bigger boat.
Yeah.
Jaws reference.
Yeah, that was a good one.
I was thinking if I had to explain it.
And now I'm going to
Every time when I make reference, you just sort of look at me.
Huh?
Every time I do any sort of movie reference or anything, you just sort of look at me.
But did you reference Jaws?
Yeah. I think I did once actually, and he just sort of went silent and looked at me, and it was just
like, what? A great movie. That line was all improv.
Jaws.
That line was improv. We need a bigger boat line.
Oh yeah.
All improv.
It was?
Yeah.
How you know?
It wasn't. I went and watched a special one. It wasn't scripted.
Ah,
so he came out and said we need a bigger boat, and then it's one of the classic lines of the movie.
I did not know that.
So yeah, are you glad I'm here?
Yeah, that's awesome.
One piece of
wow, it just changed my life.
Just changed your whole life about Jaws. If you go watch it tonight.
So anyway, we're gonna let these potatoes cook up for quite a bit because
there's a lot of them.
No, I wasn't gonna say that, but I wasn't gonna say that, but you know, there's a lot of potatoes in there. There's a lot of damn potatoes. But anyway, in the meantime, while that's cooking, we have to wait a while before we can actually start the steak because
because
we don't want cold steak.
Right, because the potatoes have to take a while to cook.
And the potatoes will be warm still, so yeah, we're good.
Because there's so many of them. Obviously we switched pans.
The potatoes are done. We obviously switched freaking pans because pan. Why did we switch pans?
Because it was not a non-stick pan. Because the potatoes are so starchy, they stuck.
Right.
So we had to get a non-stick pan.
It was quite a mess. So we switched pans. We lost some potato in the process.
We lost one extra potato.
Probably about one one potato worth. Anyway, so now what you're going to do? We're going to take our steak. Oh, almost lost the steak. See, this is good stuff. You
It
can
is,
tell.
it's
Look how
nice.
see how different that looks than the.
Yeah, you can see the lines of fat in there.
And because it's frozen, we can break it in pieces, right? There's a key. This is a key to a cheesesteak, isn't it,
It
Joe?
is. The finely ground up cut up meat is the key to a good cheesesteak. You don't want to bite it and have half the sandwich come out.
Now we didn't turn the flame on yet. I don't know why, Joe.
Excuse me.
Yeah, try to turn the front on. Anyway, we're gonna break this up. You could grab some.
I got some.
All right.
Before you even started, I'm there.
And just break that up, put it in there, and also don't forget we're gonna season this while it's cooking too. Like when you worked for the deli, what did you season it with?
Salt and pepper.
That's it.
Salt and pepper. That's it.
That's it.
Pepper brings out the juiciness of the steak.
Guess what? That's all we're using.
Salt
too.
and pepper.
Salt and pepper.
Or pepper and salt.
And I have oregano, but that's actually going on to it afterwards.
Yeah, you don't want to cook with that because they don't want to
Right.
burn you in there with the rest of it. Which is just a guess.
Joe's making shit up while
I
we
just
go.
throw that in there for the hell of it.
This is actually quite cold if you have sensitive hands.
Which obviously you do.
That's not cold to your hands?
No.
There's something wrong with you.
Okay.
No, I did have frostbite on my hands when I was young.
Really? On both of them?
No. Well, yeah. I think it was.
I caught a fish. It's big. Ugh.
Anyway, as you can see, me and Joe don't get along at all.
No. It's very...
So we're just going to cook one pack of this at a
I think it'd
time.
be plenty,
Yeah.
to be honest with you.
I like a lot of steak on mine.
Do you?
Yeah.
We have a lot of potatoes too.
We got a lot of potatoes. But we got, we got a lot of...
No, we do.
We got 3 rolls.
Three
Three
big
big
rolls.
rolls. So we're going to cook it all up.
Can't hurt.
No. But we're going to cook half of it at a time, I think. All right? So there we go. Now I'm going to get the salt and pepper. Would you like the salt and pepper it? Or
No,
would
you
like
salt and pepper because I believe that should be your best.
Don't get carried away with the salt. Because like I said before, you can always add salt, but you can
Can't
never
take
take
it away, right?
Now pepper is a different story because I love pepper.
Except for that one time.
That's probably, maybe that's what made me love pepper. It's because you peppered me up
Really
on
like,
that
oh,
one.
wait a minute. At first I complained, but I realized it's awesome.
Yeah, exactly. Right?
At least you're going to cook really fast.
Yeah, well, giddy up. In the meantime, what I can do is get the cheese ready. I like to break the cheese in half. What do you do?
Yeah. Makes it easy to put on there evenly.
How many pieces of cheese do you think we're going to need?
Per steak, I would say 3 would be a good number. 2 probably. Actually, no, 2. 2 would be 3.
What, just 2 slices?
Per sandwich.
How many sandwiches do you think you got right there?
I would say 3.
You think you got 3 sandwiches worth of steak?
Yes. But maybe not. I mean, you can add more steak to it right now. I mean, now, once it cooks down, it kind of...
Yeah, I'm going to when you get down a little bit further than that.
Once it cooks down, it's a lot smaller.
Did you open this one?
I did not, no.
You act like you did that before, Joe.
Yeah, I spent a good 2 years of my youth making sandwiches for the local townsfolk.
And it's funny because that store was known in this area
The greatest
for the
cheesesteaks, yeah.
best cheesesteaks around.
Yep. Not so much anymore, but
You want me to just throw them in anywhere?
I would, yeah.
So this way, when we eat them, we'll have like raw and...
No, I mean, it's
Stuff
not like a
together?
regular steak. We gotta worry about cooking it well or medium well. I mean, it's all well. You know, it's gonna be cooked the same. You can't really overcook.
Okay.
Except for that piece down there. Can't really overcook it. They call it minute steak because it takes a minute to cook. So,
Yeah, that's the nice thing about this, is they don't take long. Like this video is going to be really long, but it has nothing to do with how long this actually takes to do. We made this long on purpose.
Yeah. You can say on purpose.
Yeah.
It was all planned.
There's a lot of this. I don't know about that one black spot. I never saw that in meat
Just
before.
break that piece off.
Yeah, well, really?
That's what I would do.
I would have never thought of that.
See? Well, you go.
I was going to just throw that in. Hey, do you remember the time?
I don't
want
like
to tell
it.
a story real quick, guys. Me and Joe creation. It was creation. In case you guys didn't understand what it is, it actually was a Christian, almost like a Woodstock,
Hey, music fest.
like Woodstock musical fest. Music. It was a musical.
It was a musical. We went and saw musicals together.
But anyway, it was our first time there, and I wasn't real into cooking then, you know. But we had bought a cheap ass grill. Remember?
I do. It was a little charcoal grill.
Little charcoal grill. So
we won that close to the ground.
yeah. So we were going to cook, you know,
everything.
They were big ass chickens, too, like half a chicken. Like
the more we can chew.
yeah. So we lit up the coals and put the chicken on, and of course the coals went out. So do me and Joe actually take the chicken off and put the
Nope. Lighter fluid.
put the lighter fluid on there? No. We decided we're going to just start these coals back up with the lighter fluid while the chicken's on.
Now, a good note to make in this story is that when you put lighter fluid on hot coals, it makes that lighter fluid turns into flammable gas.
Yeah, it's not very smart.
We weren't aware of at the time.
It's not smart at all. Do not do that, guys. Anyway, so we're putting this on. Who was putting it on? Was it you or me?
I'm going to say you.
Who's going to get the blame for this? You're going to blame me? All right, he's going to blame me. So anyway, maybe I pushed the container a little too tight, and maybe some of the lighter fluid squirted on a piece of the chicken.
What's your favorite kind of steak? Favorite cut of meat? You like filet, strip?
Oh yeah, fillets.
Is it?
Without a doubt. Like I don't like New York strip steak that much.
See, I'm a big fan of the strip, and the reason why is that fat gives it all that flavor. And the good thing about a strip steak, unlike a ribeye, is that they're not fat all throughout, so you can. It's all the fat on that one side. You just eat around the fat.
I put a little fat in there, right?
Fat's good.
No, it is. It's for flavor. But
not for health.
No. But no, seriously, I mean that wasn't that much, really.
No, I think
actually, my favorite cut of beef is actually beef tenderloin.
Beef tenderloin's really good.
I don't even think you compare with anything with that. You think so?
I don't know.
Tom doesn't know. You've had them all. You just don't know? You have no opinion.
No opinion.
Not really.
Anyway, so we're gonna keep going with this, and then
we'll see when we're done.
I think the next step will be is actually we'll be done this. And,
build a sandwich.
Or should we show them to putting the cheese on?
I think that's kind of right.
Yeah. Well, no. I think we have to show them when we're actually ready to put the cheese on.
Right.
So we'll show you when we're putting the cheese on. Hey, we didn't salt the pepper the other steak that we put in.
People blame. They don't know that.
Did you have the camera on?
Yes.
It's alright, we can still add salt and pepper at any point.
That's it. You can always add salt. You just can't take it away.
So we're going to throw some cheese in here. I'm using 6 slices because, you know why?
The more cheese, the better.
We like cheese.
That's a lot of steak.
It's a lot of steak.
A lot of steak.
A lot of potatoes.
A lot of potatoes.
Me and Joe have been having like quite a few beers. At least 3.
At least.
Anyway, so now you're going to start just mixing this stuff up in here, right? Get that cheese all melted in there. Nice gooey mess. And then it'll stick in the pan forever. How did you do it at the...
We would top it with cheese, and then I would put something like, if I was doing it here, I'd put a lid on top of it and it would melt the cheese.
Really?
We did it we had a big flat iron grill though, where we did it, so you just put like a top of a pan on top of it and it would melt all the cheese for you.
I think we need more cheese.
Yeah, I think so too. Once you mix it in, it doesn't look like as much.
Here, you want to take this?
I do. I do.
Because cheese is key.
Yeah, without cheese, you can't have a cheese steak. You just have
a
steak. Who wants a steak sandwich?
Some people do. Like
I know, it's crazy.
Steak without cheese.
Or like a hamburger instead of a cheeseburger. I mean,
it's like I'll get things like people will be like, oh, I don't like this or that, but that's what makes the world go round. We're all different. We all like different stuff.
That's it.
You think that's enough cheese?
I think that's good. Right. There's 3 pieces left. You want to throw them on just in case?
Oh, there's another little piece. We cheesed it up.
No, there's a lot of cheesing going on here.
And then right after that gets all melted there, what we're going to do is we're going to start plating one. We have the cheesesteak on there, and then what I do is I put a little bit of potatoes and the onions on top of that. What I'm going to do is take a little oregano, not a whole lot, because oregano is pretty strong. Take a little bit of that, and I'm going to take some Old Bay on mine. You don't have to do this, only if you like Old Bay. Put that on top of the potatoes. Grab yourself some of the lettuce. Put that on there. Grab yourself some tomatoes. Throw them on there. And there you go. You got an Uncle Larry cheesesteak right there. Now for the best part of the whole thing.
I'm ready. That's a good cheesesteak.
Mm-hmm. That's good, isn't it?
That is a good cheesesteak.
You guys need to try this. You can add your little twist to it, whichever way you want.
Yeah.
You can put hot peppers on there if you want. That would make it
Be a nice treat.
Yeah. Whichever way you guys want. This is how we eat them, though. So until next time, grab yourself something to drink, put your feet up and relax, and I'll meet you at the lounge.
I was way late.
That's alright. First time.
You gotta get it out of the way.
Hey everybody, and welcome to the lounge.
Really? What happened? What happened?
He started giggling. I was fine. I saw you start shaking. I'm holding it together. This is all on you. Just so you know.
Ready?
I feel
Oh no, you don't gotta turn it off. We can go right from here.
I feel like I'm holding it together nicely.
Is my face too red?
It's definitely red. But hopefully they don't see it.
Alright, turn it off for a second. We gotta calm down.
Yeah.
Alright, come on. You ready?
Ready?
I'm ready.
Hey everybody, and welcome to the lounge, all my fellow loungers, chillers, bowlers, and grillers, and gamers. Today, I got a special guest, a friend of mine. Who cares?
Sorry.
That was Joe that time. That was
Joe,
me.
because you weren't introduced me first last time. I was, you were going, then, alright, I'm ready now.
Yes.
Natural.
Yeah.
Did you swallow? Did you swallow? All I heard was Alright. No swallowing. You just completely swallowed.
I had to. Tom's got me paranoid that I'm... He screwed up the whole camera. Right?
Alright.
Alright, ready?
I'm
Ready?
more ready. I'm more ready.
Alright. I'm not even gonna say ready.
I'm throwing it now. We're never be on video.
No, I'm good. Hey everybody, see?
Yeah.
Hey everybody, and welcome to the lounge, all my fellow...
This is unbelievable to me.
Ready? Okay, ready?
Take two, second time. Sorry.
Alright.